develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. Actions speak louder than words, and a smile says, "I like you. You make me happy. I am glad to see you." It isn't what you have or who you are or where you are or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about it. You can conquer almost any fear if you will only make up your mind to do so. For remember, fear doesn't exist anywhere except in the mind. One of the tragic things I know about human nature is that all of us tend to put off living. We are all dreaming of some magical rose garden over the horizon, instead of enjoying the roses that are blooming outside our windows today. Talk to someone about themselves, and they'll listen for hours. When we hate our enemies, we are giving them power over us, power over our sleep, our appetites, our blood pressure, our health, and our happiness. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. One reason why birds and horses are not unhappy is because they are not trying to impress other birds and horses. If you are not in the process of becoming the person you want to be, you are automatically engaged in becoming the person you don't want to be. Everybody in the world is seeking happiness, and there is one sure way to find it. That is by controlling your thoughts. Happiness doesn't depend on outward conditions, it depends on inner conditions. The difference between appreciation and flattery, that is simple. One is sincere and the other insincere. One comes from the heart out, the other from the teeth out. One is unselfish, the other selfish. One is universally admired, the other universally condemned. It isn't what you have or who you are or where you are or what you are doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about. Names are the sweetest and most important sound in any language. The expression one wears on one's face is far more important than the clothes one wears on one's back. The world is full of people who are grabbing and self-seeking, so the rare individual who unselfishly tries to serve others has an enormous advantage. When the fierce, burning winds blow over our lives, and we cannot prevent them, let us, too, accept the inevitable, and then get busy and pick up the pieces. Control your temper. Remember, you can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. The world is full of people who are grabbing and self-seeking, so the rare individual who unselfishly tries to serve others has an enormous advantage. I have come to the conclusion that there is only one way under high heaven to get the best of an argument, and that is to avoid it. Avoid it as you would avoid rattlesnakes and earthquakes. If you can't sleep, then get up and do something instead of lying there and worrying. It's the worry that gets you, not the loss of sleep. Personally, I am very fond of strawberries and cream, but I have found that for some strange reason, fish prefer worms. So when I went fishing, I didn't think about what I wanted. I thought about what they wanted. I didn't bait the hook with strawberries and cream. The best possible way to prepare for tomorrow is to concentrate with all your intelligence, all your enthusiasm, on doing today's work superbly today. That is the only possible way you can prepare for the future. Why talk about what we want? That is childish. Absurd, of course. You are interested in what you want. You are eternally interested in it. But no one else is. The rest of us are just like you. We are interested in what we want. Don't be afraid to give your best to what seemingly are small jobs. Every time you conquer one, it makes you that much stronger. If you do the little jobs well, the big ones will tend to take care of themselves. Always have something to say. The man who has something to say and who is known never to speak unless he has, is sure to be listened to. Instead of condemning people, let's try to understand them. Let's try to figure out why they do what they do. That's a lot more profitable and intriguing than criticism, and it breeds sympathy. Tolerance and kindness. To know all is to forgive all. When I asked him, Murdoch Henry Ford, if he ever worried, he replied, "No, I believe God is managing affairs and that he doesn't need any advice from me. With God in charge, I believe that everything will work out for the best in the end. So what is there to worry about?" People become lonely in old age because in their youth they didn't cultivate relationships and connections that could have sustained them through the ups and downs of life. Do you remember the things you were worrying about a year ago? How did they work out? Didn't you waste a lot of fruitless energy on account of most of them? Didn't most of them turn out all right after all? Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all.